Cheers. Welcome to Almost Rich, Almost Famous. You really clinked me hard there. I just blinked.
I know. It was
like
really
crazy.
It was aggressive. Sorry.
I don't know. We're back after a lot of celebrity sightings, countless alcoholic beverages, minimal hours of sleep. I feel like we're back to Bets and Bridge. We're ready for a Super Bowl All-Star recap episode of Almost Rich, Almost Famous.
Except for we're legit probably both 10 pounds skinnier because during this whole thing, we didn't eat one time.
Yeah, I think I've made up for it since then, but LA is a strange place, I will say.
It certainly is, and we're going to get right into that.
Go.
Because Bridget and I decided we wanted to go to the Super Bowl. So we had spoken to our company about it, and they basically said, here you guys go. We're going to drop you off in the middle of LA, figure some shit out.
You know, we did a pretty good job figuring some shit out. Not to the level we would have liked. I feel like we might have been a little bit more successful if we had some snacks involved.
Some snacks, maybe a credential or two. Like, I don't know, something to like get us into something. But nope, they literally, like, no joke. Just picture this. Like, Betsy and Bridget, you guys should just go to the Super Bowl. Get on a plane, get dropped off. And Bridget and I are sitting there looking around like, okay, cool, let's figure this out.
You know, and they have a lot of faith in us. We have faith in ourselves. We land in LA. We're ready to take on the city of stars. I'm ready to get discovered. Betsy's ready to meet someone really rich that can fund our podcast. Like, we're ready to go. So we start off thinking, well, let's go see some of our work people. ESPN LA, they're a part of our family now. Let's go meet them. Now, granted, they're all either from LA or they've worked in LA for a very long time. We introduce ourselves, and the first thing they say is like, yeah, you really shouldn't be wearing nice jewelry. You should really check your surroundings. You might get shot tonight. You might get robbed tonight. We're like, this isn't how I expected our Super Bowl experience to be going.
Wow, your city of stars is looking not very starry. Sorry. It was like literally we got there and the woman goes, wow, that looks like a nice watch. You probably shouldn't be wearing that.
Right.
I was like, what? Like, it's like a fucking third world country. Like, what do you mean? Like, what's happening?
Like, there's a lot bigger stars walking around here wearing a lot bigger jewelry than I am. Why are you worried about me? So we're thinking, all right, well, we need to go somewhere very much more exclusive than just out here in the public where we can get robbed, shot, drugged, all of these things that everyone's warning us about.
I don't think anyone told us we were going to get drugged.
I feel like that happens, though.
It's just like along the same lines. It's all
the same thing. So we're like, well, maybe we should like find our way into Soho House, which we figured it out. We got there.
We did. So we finally got to relax. Our first night there, we spent a whole bunch of time in Ubers. Those of you who have been to LA, you know, like literally all you do is sit your ass in a car for most of your time there.
Because it'll be like, oh, it's 2 miles away. And I'm thinking, we live in Cleveland. 2 miles away, we'll be there in 10 minutes max. No. Sometimes it's 2 hours.
Yeah.
Which is ridiculous. So a lot of time was spent in Ubers. Love LA, not a fan of the traffic, not a fan of the amount of money I have to spend on transportation. However, I am a fan of these exclusive clubs where I can get fancy cocktails, which I kind of sound like you right now.
We need a Soho House in Cleveland. Should we like open a Soho Cleveland? Like, who would be there?
I don't know, but this is reminding me of that show. I was just telling you that I binge watched the Inventing Anna when she really wanted to create her own like Soho House, but it was called AFM or whatever, ADM.
Oh yeah, ADM. What would we call our club?
ARAF. What do you mean?
I was thinking, like, since I'm like the money, like I just want the money. It can be like Sorry, you started this shit earlier saying, "Oh, welcome to Almost Famous." And Almost Famous.
No, actually, I just said welcome to Almost Famous during our mic check. I'm like, I'll get it right during the live show.
Yeah, but okay, so that's something we can explore if we need to figure out like other ways to make money, which we constantly are trying to figure out. So, but anyway, so we do that night, super fun. We wake up the next day at like, I'm waking up at like 6 a.m. of course, because it's really 9 a.m.
Right. And I'm like, Betsy, it's early. Let's keep sleeping forever. And she's looking at our schedule, which consists of nothing because, again, work just dropped us off and said, figure it out. And I'm like, all right, well, we got to like work. We have to do this. She's like, well, can we just like go lay out for a couple hours while we decide? I realized this is the difference between Betsy and I. She packed at the beginning of the week, was all prepared for Super Bowl in LA. I decided I'm just going to do it the morning of. It'll be fine. I'm looking at it as a work trip. I pack all like my fanciest shit. Didn't bring a bathing suit.
It's almost like you have this like weird like competition with me. Like you're like you're so annoying. You pack 12 days before. Like watch me do this. Watch me pack the night of. And then you fucking forgot everything.
Okay, I forgot a bathing suit.
It's not true, Bridget. The whole time I felt like you kept saying like, oh shit, I forgot that. Like you had forgotten like 17 things.
Okay, maybe like toothpaste, whatever. Like, who needs toothpaste? It's fine. It's fine. Okay, I did. I forgot a lot of things. And if you guys don't know yet, we are on TikTok. So we actually recapped that on our TikTok at Almost Rich, Almost Famous. Of course, we're on Instagram as well. Almost Rich _ Almost Famous. YouTube, Almost Rich, Almost Famous. You get the picture. It's Almost Rich, Almost Famous. Type it in. You're going to see our faces.
You know where else you're going to see it?
Oh.
Spotify.
Oh.
Uh-huh. Yep.
I've realized we don't have many listeners on there yet. So if you're listening on Apple or watching on YouTube, if you've got Spotify and you prefer that platform, we're on there now.
Bridget, people are not, we don't have many listeners because they didn't know that we were on there. And now we're on there thanks to our lovely producer, Madison, who's really helped us out. Thank you.
So yes, we're making it there, you guys.
All right. Anyway.
So anyways, after a trip to Target across the street, I got myself an $80 bathing suit from Target. It's fine. We lay out.
And we got $80 tequila also.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Remember we were doing shots in the room the whole time? We're like fucking college kids. Like we don't want to pay for drinks downstairs. So let's get a bottle and bring it through. In our defense, 2 shots of Casamigos Reposado was what, $80? No joke.
It was $48 for 2 shots. We go to Target and the bottle there was $52. And I'm like, Bets, I feel like, I'm usually balling on a budget. This seems like
deal.
It's a much better deal. And she actually
deal.
agreed with me. Yeah. Typically she goes for the bougie idea, but this time she agreed. So we're at the pool and we're reaching out to everyone we've ever met in our entire lives that could potentially be at the Super Bowl, that is at the Super Bowl. What can we do?
Like my long lost cousin Melina's brother's sister one time went to a Rams game. And I was like, I'm going to reach out to that guy. He might
have access to a party. Which it's a lot easier to get into parties than we thought. Like if you have the name Almost Rich, Almost Famous, and your Bets and Bridge.
They rolled out the red carpet. So get here, you guys.
We'll get to that red carpet here
You're
shortly.
so weird.
But I will say one of the best things that we did the whole time was meet up with our friend Rachel, who is a sports agent, represents a lot of NFL players, a lot of golfers. And she says, why don't you just come over to my open house? And, you're thinking all right, we're all the way here in LA. We should be going to a bar or a party. But yeah, we want to see our friend Rachel. Of course, let's stop at her house, her Airbnb that she has. We walked up. This thing is not just an Airbnb. This is a mansion with a heated pool, a hot tub, a bonfire, queso. Queso and chips.
Well, and I think you're forgetting the main point. It was dudes with their shirts off who play in the NFL.
Yeah, but
I don't know why you're trying to act about that. You're oh yeah, the queso, you guys, it's so good. They didn't even know how to work the microwave, so it was cold. And Bridget just kept saying, wow, this queso is amazing. Betsy keeps saying it tastes like shit. But I don't know why you keep saying that. It's the best queso I've ever had.
And then finally they're like, well, we're really sorry, but we had to go to the store and we didn't realize the microwave didn't work. And I'm like, oh, and Betsy said, would you shut the fuck up? God, they
stop saying that.
I
think it's the most disgusting queso. No, you guys, I just need you to know this. It's the queso and the white. Sorry, Rachel, if you're listening, but it's true. This all happened.
Rachel is delicious.
It's the kind, that disgusting kind that you just get on a shelf at the store that probably was sitting there for 4 years because no one buys that because it's so disgusting.
Yes, who does?
She plopped it down right into the bowl, mixed it around a little. It was cold. And Bridget was like, wow, this easy to please over here, this lady.
I could have drank that shit.
You're sick.
It was so good.
It's disgusting.
So in the meantime, we're chatting with some of the people that are there. There's one guy so sweet. He comes over, introduces himself. Hi, I'm Mac. This is my girlfriend, Sophie. There's the sweetest things. They look like they're 12, but so cute, so nice. Right. They're like, all right, we got to get going. Yeah, we love Cleveland though. We'll let you know whenever we're there next. They leave. I'm like, oh. So Rachel, who is that? And she's like, oh, Mac Jones. He's the quarterback for the Patriots. And I was his girlfriend. I'm like, oh, okay, that's cool. Why do they look so different with in normal life than they do in their uniforms?
Because they're 12. I don't know. They were actually 12.
I would have never seen that dude anywhere and been
never.
He's probably a quarterback of an NFL team.
At some point somebody's like, oh, the quarterback of the Patriots is here. And I'm looking at all these guys I'm like, oh, that's definitely him. No, that's definitely. He was never the one I chose to be him, by the way.
No, never.
Yeah, no.
That was weird. And there was one, like you said, there were a couple that were very built. You knew they were somebody's, but whatever. So we're just there. I'm enjoying my queso. Then we get
so sick. Shut up about the fucking queso.
Well, it was good. And then we start talking about Cleveland because that's where we're from. And so someone says, well, are you guys familiar with Chubb Crunch? And I'm like, you mean with our buddy Nick Chubb?
Okay,
Chubb Hub?
Yeah. So a lot of my friends listen to this and they have no idea what Chubb Crunch is, by the way. So can you tell them?
Okay, well, Nick Chubb, he's basically one of the star player of the Cleveland Browns. And so because he is so good, he has his own brand of cereal called Chubb Crunch, which is like Cinnamon Toast Crunch, but it's Chubb's face. I think he's wearing like a Batman shirt on it or something. He loves Batman. It's called
bizarre.
Chubb Crunch. I've actually never tried it, but it's available here in Cleveland at Heinen's and other places. So I'm like, wait a minute, you guys are the creators of Chubb Crunch? And Betsy's like, what the fuck? Why are you talking about Chubb Crunch right now? I thought it was pretty fascinating. Turns out you end up being a big fan.
I did. So it is really an interesting concept. Who was the other guy?
Troy?
No.
Oh.
No, what was the other cereal they did?
Oh, yeah. Shoot. He's a big one, too. Flory or something? Flory. I mean, he was literally a part of the...
Flukes. Flakes. Flukey's Flakes.
Doug.
Doug Flukey.
Doug. Oh, my God.
What's that guy's name?
I don't know. Before listening,
Flakes.
Like,
anyway,
these
this dude
sports,
has Flakes named after him, and I guess it was like this big hit back in like the 60s or something.
He's a part of the NFL Legends event, which are like people that are 80. So I mean, the dude's older now.
Yeah, he was really old.
But
anyway, Fruity Flakes. That's what they're called. Anyway, so it was really fascinating.
I think you just made that up, but it's fine.
No, I didn't. His name is Doug Flutie.
Really?
Yes.
Okay, keep going.
Whatever, it doesn't matter. But anyway, it was actually pretty fascinating because, like,
you're right. Yep.
I know. I knew that. So we talked to these people, which I thought was fascinating.
Flakes.
Like,
Wow, I'm impressed.
And we asked, we're like, can we get like an ARAF cereal? Is that something? They were like, yeah. Like, well, let's definitely talk about it. So we'll be in touch, you guys.
We'll have to. Maybe we'll put that up as like a interactive thing. Like, what kind of cereal would you like? What should it be called?
You know what I think it should be?
What?
Okay, if you had to say like a cereal that represents you, like what would you want it to be?
Well, me, Lucky Charms.
Just like all marshmallows?
All the Shamrocks, yeah. Shamrock marshmallows.
Okay, but why don't we do like, yep.
Dollar sign and stars?
Yep.
Yeah.
But only the marshmallows.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And what would it be called?
We can talk about that. We can ask the professionals. They came up with Flutie Flakes and Chubb Crunch. Like, they can help us. Yeah.
That was actually pretty awesome. And then they sent me boxes signed by Nick Chubb. Like, yeah. So if my nephews are listening, they're going to be very excited about that.
Okay, you guys. So anyway, so at this party, like Bridget and I are like, all right, like where do we go? What do we do? Like we're trying to act like we're cool. Like, oh yeah, we're like invited to everything. Like literally we had no idea what we were doing. So these women come by. This woman named Rhonda, she's really chatting us up, okay? And this lady, I don't know, like I'm not being an ageist, like she was probably like 60, like whatever. And she's a lovely woman. And I was like, Rhonda, like, do you think you can help like get us into this thing? And she's like, oh my God, yeah, like my girlfriend over here, she does X, Y, and Z. She can totally get you guys and let me take your number, blah, blah, blah. Cool, Rhonda, I'll text you later. Like desperate times call for fucking desperate measures.
And we're hustlers. So, okay, we got into this amazing house party. Well, then while we're there, we got to make our next connection to get into the next place.
Yeah.
Then you go there. It's just the way the world works. So I'm thinking, great, Rhonda's our ticket to go to this big NFL Legends event. I wanted to go. It was a big party. Rob Gronkowski was hosting it. There's going to be all these NFL legends there. Flo Rida was the performer. Betsy doesn't. We'll get there. Betsy didn't care about that. And so I'm like, that's like, it's a nice place to go. So I get Rhonda's number. They leave. They're going there, going to dinner, then going to that event. So Betsy and I are like, well, let's go grab a drink. So we go to, what's that place called again?
Sunset Tower Bar. The Sunset Tower Bar. So it's a super fancy spot. It's like,
Which I didn't know that.
It's like very well known. It's like old time Hollywoody. It's been there a million years. Bridget and I go in, we have a seat, and I'm like, yeah, Bridget, like we should try to like figure out some shit on TikTok or something while we're sitting here. Like, let's like figure it out. Literally, I had my phone in my hand for like 2 seconds, and the bartender comes over to me and he goes, you can't take pictures in here. I was like, there's like no one cool in here anyway, but like, what are you gonna do? Arrest me?
Yeah.
Fucking asshole.
Which you were wrong
and
about.
He was trying to make me like look stupid too. Like I was like trying to like take pictures of all the idiots in there, which I wasn't.
Right, because you didn't know that there was idiots in there. And I didn't either until I turned around. I'm like, oh my God, Betsy, that's Josh Allen. She's like, who the fuck is Josh Allen? I'm like, oh, God damn it. So we see him, and then followed by a bunch of other tall, built dudes. So I don't know them. Again, it's very weird not seeing people in their uniform. If I see them in normal clothes, I don't know. Josh Allen, however, very recognizable. He's really tall, good looking in my opinion.
Yeah.
Again, he's like a young guy, I think. So we're there. I'm like, Betsy, there's a lot of people in here. She doesn't care.
I don't care.
So we decided, I'm like, well, whatever. Let me just follow with Rhonda. We'll just get to this event. Rhonda
tried to fucking play us.
Rhonda texted, hi, we're in this very exclusive VIP section. There is just no way I'm going to be able to let you two in here. There's only allowed like 10 people in here, and all our VIPs are taken up. Okay, Rhonda.
You know, Rhonda, that clown ass bitch. I was like, I'm getting in there. I'm coming to the spot. You're fucking 70. You think I can't just come in there, you dumb bitch? And guess what?
Oh, man.
We walk in to the spot. I look over to my left. Guess who's looking back at me? Rhonda's old ass. I give her a little wave.
Betsy goes with her face, and she comes over and she goes, "Oh my God, hi girls. Wow, great job. How did you get in here?" Betsy just keeps doing this to her. And I'm like, Betsy, wipe that face off your, like, that weird psycho face.
I could never
off.
wipe the face off
couldn't.
my face.
She couldn't. And then Flo Rida's come out, and I'm like, show to get low, 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 low. And I'm like dancing.
I'm so mad.
And Betsy is just sitting there with her drink in her hand. I'm like, okay, are you still pissed off at Rhonda or what? She's like, I know I'm being bratty, but like, this isn't that cool to me. I'm like, we're in the most exclusive part of the place. Flo Rida's on stage. She's like, yeah, it's Flo Rida. I'm like, you know,
like it's not fucking
want?
Justin Bieber. It's fucking Flo Rida.
She's like, I don't know. I'd be happier if it was like Drake or Justin Bieber. I'm like, well, okay. Well, I'll try to figure it out for tomorrow. But in the moment, like, this is what the Super Bowl is. We literally got into the event of the night, which is this tonight. Granted, yes, Justin Bieber was playing somewhere else. Someone got shot there. We didn't want to be there anyways.
It was the after party.
Whatever.
Wasn't at
I'm
the
like, just do it.
thing.
And she was like, okay, you're right. I'll start enjoying it. In the meantime, she goes, well, I'm going to go to the bathroom. Let me get my act together and feel better about myself.
No, I like needed to like adjust my attitude.
So she goes to the bathroom. Meanwhile, I'm standing with the Chub Crunch people enjoying the Flo Rida concert.
You're so sick.
And then Gorilla Zoe comes out.
Stupid.
And she wanna hood. I keep a bad bitch around. And I'm like,
That was like the opera Flo Rida or Gorilla Zoe version. Like, why did you do that?
I keep a bad bitch around.
What is with the accent? Where did the accent? I don't think he has that.
I don't know. Like, all my life, I thought I was good at rap and hip hop. And every time I try to do it, people always ask that. Like, why are you doing an accent? What accent is it?
Like, well, I don't know. It's like a weird, like, pretend Southern accent that, like, no one has. It's, like, not real.
God, you know, people keep telling me I say, like, gonna weird, too. Like,
You
they're
just,
why
just like try to be like cool for a second. But if you keep going to fucking Flo Rida parties, you're never gonna figure it out. Like fucking Gorilla Zoe is like headlining the event, like D-list city.
Don't act. Don't
I mean,
act.
I do
So
like Gorilla Zoe.
Okay, so Betsy comes like at the very end of the song, and she's like, okay, well now I'm annoyed because I actually really like Gorilla Zoe, and the one time I leave to go to the bathroom, that's it. I'm like, well, I'm sure he's gonna be playing his other hits. She's like, what other hits? That was it. He's a one-hit wonder. It was one song. I'm like, well, I don't know.
Literally had one song. We're just like, oh no, like he'll come back out. I was like, bitch, with what? What's he gonna sing?
So he didn't come back out.
No, he never came back.
So at that point, Betsy's like, let's just drink. So we are. And then
the good thing about these situations, which I didn't know about these types of events, because we've never had a Super Bowl here, like they're all ticketed events. So most people pay X amount of money to get a ticket. Mm-hmm. And then it's all you can eat. Or there's no eating. No one's ever eating. No one's ever eating. It's all you can drink.
Yes.
So that was like the nice part. That was like what I said to myself as I was sitting on the stall in the bathroom. Like, okay, at least you're getting free stuff. At least you're getting free stuff. I had to like really talk myself into it. So that's what did it.
I'm getting low with Flo Rida.
So weird.
So then the performances are over. God. So now it's to a regular DJ. And they are playing all songs from like my high school / college era. And I'm like, Bets, like, please just give me tonight. I just need to be a dancing queen. And she's like, God, you're so annoying. God. Fine. So we go, and at this point, like the whole Gronkowski family is there, and they're all dancing, having a good
everyone's
time.
like Papa Gronk. Like this dude's like disgusting and sweaty, and like just like has his arms around all the ladies. I'm like, ew, Papa Gronk, can you like not?
Like Jerry Rice was there. Like there were like some big names, and they're like all having themselves a time. Okay. So that's why Betsy's downplaying this. It's an NFL Legends event. So think of an NFL legend. They were probably there, but they're all old dudes, and it's their night out, so they're having a good time. Yeah. Then I go out in my leopard pants, and I'm like, Bets, oh my God, I actually have a routine to this, but it's not going to be weird. And at this point, Betsy's drunk, doesn't care. So I actually start like busting out a routine, and I'm feeling myself. I'm looking around. All eyes are on me. And I'm like, okay, just keep going.
No one could actually see you because they were all 105. Like, so no one could
Betsy,
see.
I felt it and I saw it. All eyes were on me on this dance floor, and I like felt it, and then we never discussed it. It was fine. I'm just like, that was all I needed.
Oh, God.
And it was like the cap off of my night. So then we walk out and like, well, wait, before you guys go, we got to get you on the red carpet. But it's like, no, we're good. I'm like, we're good.
So do you understand like why I wanted to die? at this thing. Like, it's like a weird old people wedding. Bridget's like doing Akron dance team routines. She's like, yeah, let's take a picture on the red carpet. Like, what is going on?
They
Like,
asked
what
us
has
to be on the red
happened,
carpet.
like, with my life?
But this is why Betsy didn't want it. So literally the photographer like wanted us there. Like he was like, no, girls, I would like a photo of you. Meanwhile, other people are taking photos of us with their phone. So like I'm feeling like we're rich and famous. And Betsy's like, if they would have been like Bridget, Betsy come on the red carpet, I'd have been more into it. But the fact that they were like, girls, we want a photo of you, like I'm not into it. All right, bitch. Well, we're not there yet, but they don't know us by first name.
So
they do in Cleveland. We'll get to the All-Star later.
So embarrassing.
But we do it. So the next day, oh no, we try to find food. We can't find food.
Never. We actually, let's just sum it up. We didn't eat.
Nothing.
Literally nothing. Except for you ate that weird beef jerky. That was like $47, by the way, on the fucking room. This beef jerky was probably sitting there because no one in their right goddamn mind would ever eat this disgusting stuff. It was like packaged and like dry. Like,
you know, I've had like, I get to the point where like I get so hungry, I will literally eat anything. And this is one of the lowest points in my life where
I was sick.
I was like, I just can't go to sleep. Like I'm going to kill someone. I need to eat. And I'm like, what kind of snacks do they have in here? And I see the beef jerky and as I'm eating it, I'm like, I actually want to throw it up already, but I'm so hungry. And that's like, is it like good or are you just really hungry? And I'm like, I'm probably going to die from this, but I'm really hungry, so I'm eating it. So then the next morning I wake up, all I want is some water. Well, you know me, I'm not about to pay $25 for the hotel bottled water.
It's not $25. You're
$12.
So dramatic.
12. I'm not paying $12 for a bottle of water. I will pay $47 for disgusting beef jerky.
You did.
In desperate times, though. So I knew I did that.
So you were trying to save a buck or
I was
two.
trying to save a buck or two. And I'm like, you know, what's really nice about our hotel is that they come and clean it the next morning, but then at point in the middle of the day, they come out and they like do something else and they pull like the sheet back.
Oh my God. You're literally like upsetting me right now. This is called turn down service. We've discussed this in the past. This is when you stay at a fancy hotel and they come in your room while you're gone at night and they get your room ready. So they open the covers, they put the little thing down so your feet don't get cold, like on the floor. They fill up your ice bucket just in case, like maybe you want to have a bottle of wine. Like they just make it really, they dim the lights. It's so fancy.
Yeah. I didn't know that was a thing, to be honest. But I did know the next day I'm looking and I'm like, oh, I forgot they filled that ice bucket for us, but we didn't use any ice. Guess what it is now? Ice water. Took it to the face. Just and drank
It's
It's
just appalling.
I think it was one of the best ideas I had the whole Super Bowl weekend. It was ice water. Like it's exactly what I needed after eating beef jerky and a bottle of tequila.
I just need you to know something. People in LA don't drink their tap water.
I'm not from LA. I was faking it while I was there the whole time.
It's like bad. It's like not good.
Well, if it's such a fancy hotel, why would they make it into ice?
Well, like, you think they like purify water? Like they don't purify water and make it. No one. Do you think these people thought that somebody would drink the water out of the ice bucket?
What's the difference between putting ice in your drink and pouring your tequila over it? I don't think you're like, yeah, you're
just not thinking.
Yeah, you're not thinking there. So I wake up. That's the time. Now we're like, we just actually need to eat. So we had our one meal of the week, which was great.
Yeah. It was
so
nice.
then we're thinking, all right, let's recap the night before. I'm like, listen, I know you weren't a fan of Flo Rida and my Akron dance team moves. However, we did meet a guy that is going to be at the party tonight, which was Gunna, Lil Baby, Meek Mill. Who else? There was like 5 or 7 different rappers there, and it was the one that everyone wanted to go to. And I'm like, I don't know if he was real or not. He was real good friends with Papa Gronk. Like, I don't know. And I'm like, whatever. What's the worst that can happen? Let me just send him a message. Sure. How many tickets do you need? I got you on the list. Great.
No, but the whole time you're downplaying this dude, by the way, you're like, oh, he like doesn't even have a real job. Like, I bet like he is so fake. I'm like, who cares? Just like reach out to him. Because again, we have no idea what we're doing. We're literally just sitting there like, all right, now what do we do? I'm like, just text the guy. Let's see what happens.
Yeah.
So we'll get to that part.
Yeah, well, I thought we were at that part.
Oh,
Did I skip a lot? Oh, yeah, I did. So at least we know that night we're going there.
Yeah.
So
right.
that
So
was
we
the
had
big
planned.
one.
Yes. Yeah.
And through ESPN LA, we knew that we had we were on the list for the Rolling Stone event.
Yeah.
So we were like, at this point, we're like, now our schedule is filling up.
Oh, yeah.
Too
We're
much.
busy
we knew
ladies.
We were going in the afternoon. We were going to an ESPN LA event with Keyshawn Johnson and some other like ESPN people. After that, we were going to a DraftKings event with Mike Golick Sr.
Lovely guy. What a guy.
I mean, honestly, that was probably the highlight of the trip.
You know, I have to go on record saying this.
Okay.
I've actually never met anyone in this business who I think is as lovely as Mike Golick Sr. I really haven't. Like, out of all, like, the 17,000 years I've worked in this, like, he is
The best.
the best.
And every time we meet with them, like, I've known this for a long time. And when I'm like with them, I'm like, oh, you're just like the best. Like, he really is.
He is. And I cry about it. Every time I see him, I'm like, you're just like the best. Like, I literally never watched you on TV one time or like heard you on air, but like you were just the loveliest person.
Well, he's so nice. He's so
nicest.
talented. We watched him do a live interview at this DraftKings event. And I'm like, how is he so like good and like witty and just thinks on his toes? Great there. And then it's like, well, what do you guys need? There's an open bar here. Like, he's just like, he's like a dad. Just takes care of us.
Such a dad.
And it's like the most.
Yeah.
It's like the greatest thing in the entire world. So then like we're wrapping up with him. We're like, yeah, well, we got some like parties to go to. And he's like, all right, let's like make sure you guys get your Uber. We're good to go. This point, text dude. And he's like, yeah, I got you on the list.
Tell everyone. Oh, that dude. Isn't there another dude that came in, the Raya guy?
Oh, we're not there yet.
Oh, okay.
So now we know we're on this list. So we're planning our night out. Okay, so we've checked all our boxes there. Now we're going to go to the Rolling Stone party with work, which I had fun there. I thought it was great.
I think it was interesting. So again, like for those of you who haven't been to the Super Bowl or like things like this, they're all weird ticketed events. Like you just go and there's drinks, not food, just drinks only. And like everyone's kind of just standing around. There are like weird concerts going on. Typically it's not like Flo Rida. Like sometimes it's like Justin Bieber, like Drake, like those kinds of things. And so that's the scene, which I think is cool, but like you've seen it once, you've seen it 17,000 times.
But I am going to just like toot our own horn for a minute.
Toot.
We are like the fact that we were dropped in LA and had no plan what to do. Yes, you can get tickets to these events. Well, you still have to wait in line to scan your ticket or check off the list that you're on there. So these lines are out the door, even if you have tickets. Every single time, though, Bets, we went to the front of the line and said, like, hey, this is who we are. This is who let us in. And they would take that little red velvet rope thing, let us in. We'd always cut the line. So
It's true. It's true.
And then this is where she kills me. So we get into this Rolling Stone event, and like we cut the line, so we're there. And I'm like, Bets, red carpet. And she's like, can we please just go to the bar and get a drink? We're not doing another red carpet. I'm like, but they're asking to take a photo of us. She's like, no.
And like, but like, don't you guys wonder when she says they, like, who is they?
The photographers.
Like,
I don't care if they knew who we were or they just thought we were somebody. They wanted a photo of us. And Beth's like, we're good. We're just going to go to the bar. I'm like, see, like, this is just silly. I would really like to get a capture of a photo of us at these crazy parties. Whatever. It's fine. So I forget who was performing. Oh, wasn't it Chainsmokers at the Rolling Stone party?
Yeah.
So we're there. And then now at this point, we are going to go to the Gunna, Meek Mill, Lil Baby. There's another one there. It's a big name. I can't think of it.
Which, by the way, that was like the big thing that we wanted to go to.
Yes.
So, okay. So now I'm like feeling good. Now I'm feeling like, all right, we're out of like the old people zone. Like, all right, we're like doing some real shit now.
Yes.
Okay.
So I will say that where the event space was, I was a little concerned. We roll up. I'm like, are we at the right place?
Okay. Because it's like a very warehousey situation, right? And so there's a ton of people outside
Trying to get tickets,
trying to get in, doing whatever they're doing. And I'm like, oh my God, like my days of like trying to like walk to the front of the line and be like, hi, can you let me in, are like kind of over.
Well, and we thought we had to do that. Like we thought we had to be on this like exclusive list to do that. We thought these people were waiting in line with tickets. No, they were just trying to get tickets because it was such an exclusive event.
Yeah.
So finally, we just go up to the guy. I'm like, hi, like my tickets are right here. What do you suggest? He's like, well, come around, get in. We're like, oh, these people are trying to get in.
Yeah.
Like, but we have the access.
We have the tickets.
So meanwhile, I'm on my, celebrity dating app. I don't know if I'm allowed to say it, so that's why I did it.
Oh, okay.
So I'm on there, and I'm telling you, when you're in LA, I mean, that shit is blown up.
Oh, yeah.
It's just like
in Cleveland, Bridget has like 2 people to choose from. In LA, it's like
it's everyone.
Everyone's there.
It says like members nearby, and it's like, would you like to see more? Out of like, there's 100, and then it's like, would you like to see more? I'm like, oh wow.
Yes, please.
Yes. So I get, my phone's going a little off that weekend. And so the one specifically was like, yeah, I'm going to this Gunna, Meek Mill party. And I'm like, great, I am too. So then we exchange numbers. He's like, hey, where are you at? Didn't realize Diplo was also part of this. So you walk in And we're seeing, I mean, from the outside, this place looks like nothing. You walk in, it's one of the coolest club situations I've ever seen.
It's
event spaces.
it's like house music one side, hood music one side.
Yes.
And so like you could like flip back and forth, like if you wanted to go to like the Gunna thing, if you wanted to see Diplo, like it was just like a little mix of everything.
Yes. So we're on the Diplo side, and he's texting me. He's like, well, I'm on the rap side. I'm like, well, that's where I want to be anyways. He's like, well, come on over. Well, here they have a table right up on the stage where all the rappers are.
Right.
So we walk there, and I'm like, oh, hi, nice to meet you. Things are fine. You can't hear anything, so it's like not a great time to get to know someone. But hey, we see they have a lot of bottles of tequila. Like, we're in our glory. Okay.
Well, I don't know if we're in our glory.
For one moment. That's
For like one, I think it was really like
30
the
seconds.
sheer, it was like the like, we can like relax for a minute. Like we can like enjoy ourselves for a moment. Cause like for this one moment, we are where we need to be. And then I'm looking around at this table and like literally not one person at this table is talking. Everyone is on their phone. So it's like one of the girls is like throwing a dollar bill up in the air and like looking, like drinking her champagne, acting like she's having a great time. And then like after that shot is taken, she sits down, doesn't have any of her drink, sits down on her phone, starts like working on her TikTok. I'm like, oh my fucking God. Like the land of the TikToker. Like die.
And so we like just created our TikTok before Super Bowl. And I'm like, Bets, I like can't do it. I'm like, we can try to capture things. Maybe we'll deal with it tomorrow. We want to actually live in the moment and have fun. What I've realized, I don't know if it's LA or a generational thing. Maybe we're just old. But I'm like, no one, it's all fake fun. No one's actually having fun. They're just posting on social media that they're actually having fun, but they're not. My favorite part of the whole thing was, so now the concert's starting. Mind you, like Meek Mill was standing next to us the whole time. I didn't realize. And then he like jumps up on stage. I'm like, oh, that's weird. And so this one, she looks very young. I would guess like 21, 22.
Oh my God, die.
So Betsy and our other friend is sitting up on the couch in the VIP section. And she taps her. She's like, hi, can you move?
Wait, huh?
And I'm standing and I'm like, whoa. And luckily, what we'll call him? BDK, my dating app guy. BDK, that was the one moment I could actually hear him and understand him, and I was like, okay, he's not a bad guy. He was like, no, they're with me. They can stay there. And
this 22-year-old bitch tried to make me and my girlfriend get up so she could stand there. I mean.
So she gives BDK this look like, are you kidding me? Do you know who I am? Like, no, we actually no idea who you are.
Never seen you.
Yep.
Nope.
So she gets up, somehow wiggles her way in between the other people that were there and where Betsy is at, stands there, literally takes a selfie video of herself with the rappers on stage behind her, jumps back down, goes back to her other spot, and is just editing her TikTok. I'm like, oh my God. She didn't even care to see Gunna or Lil Baby. She just wanted that selfie video that they're right behind her and then jumped down and we were good. I'm like, okay, this place is wild. So in the meantime, I'm like, Bets, we just got to find food and get out of here.
I know. Much like us, like we also were like, this shit's boring. We're hungry. Like, can we ever find anything to eat? Let's fucking leave.
And I'm Googling food places near me that are open. And it's like tricking me that there's places open. I'm trying to get DoorDash. Nothing is working.
Gunna's like up on the stage. Everyone's like into the show. Bridget's like searching for food. I'm like, let's go. Let's like sneak away. And we eventually did and still didn't eat.
Nope. So at that point, we go to the concierge or whatever you want to call them. Like, okay, it's like desperate times. Like, do you have any snacks? Like anything? Bag of Doritos back there. She's like, no, housekeeping's all locked up for the night. Like, you don't have a key. Like, we'll pay you. I'll literally give you $50 for a bag of Doritos at this point. She's like, no. I'm like, so you're telling me right now, if I was like dying, you cannot provide me any type of food. I'm being so dramatic. And she's like, no, but there's a liquor store around the corner that has food. Great, let's go.
Mind you, we're staying on Hollywood Boulevard. So like, have you seen Pretty Woman? Like, it's scary. It's fucking scary.
Especially after people were like, don't wear jewelry, don't go anywhere by yourself. We're like, great, we're going to go out in our Bookman & Son fine jewelry, fancy diamond rings, in our dresses and heels, and walk by ourselves at 3 a.m. in the morning.
Yeah.
Great, we're really smart.
Yeah, that was good. At least here we are, safe and sound. Like, let's like
and
not
guess what? There was no snacks. So.
No snacks. We again, that night, we never ate.
Never ate.
Okay.
So then, the next day is Super Bowl day.
Oh, the day we've been waiting for.
The day. And at that point, okay, so I did want to go to the game, mainly to meet Eminem, see Snoop Dogg, Dr. Dre, Kendrick Lamar, Mary J. Blige. Like, I didn't really care too much about the game. I know you love your guy, Joe Burrow. But
oh, what a dreamboat.
You're creepy.
No,
He's
I'm
like
not.
12.
I'm actually not. I don't care. I am telling the world. I want to be Betsy Burrows.
Okay, well,
I know. I don't care. with an S at the
Learn
end.
his fucking last
I
name.
want to be
if you
Betsy
want that to
Burrows.
Well, you can't be Betsy Burrows
Yes, I can.
if you marry Joe Burrow because his name's Joe Burrow. Anyways, so Betsy kind of cares about the game specifically for Joe Burrow.
Oh, I love him so much.
And I care about the game for the halftime show. So we kind of flip in that sense. And she's like, I don't actually care to go to the game. And people told us it was going to be a nightmare to get there. I'm like, really? I would just love to see Eminem live, but I understand we got screwed over with credentials for the actual Super Bowl. So then we try to go to our pool. Let's go there again, try to figure it out. And they're like, hey, you guys, we're actually closed right now. This is a closed off ticketed event for the Super Bowl. We have this big screen TV. We have beds that people have rented out.
Okay,
we're like, what?
Wait, we just need everyone to know we were there for 3 days, right?
Yeah.
3 days. We paid like over $10,000 to stay there for 3 fucking days.
Work did help us. Let's put it out there. We're not that rich.
Well, like why? Like I'm in need. Now I'm $10,000 out and I need people to Venmo me. That's what I was trying to do with that, and you fucked me.
Well, I mean, I just
You
don't want-
fucked me.
Okay.
Okay,
We're
whatever.
that rich, you guys. We paid for it all. Sorry about that.
Anyway,
So at that point, like Betsy's annoyed. She's like, so you're telling me we're staying here and we can't come in? She's like, well, it's open to the ticketed people first, but yeah, if there's room, then you guys can come. We're like,
so
what?
That's the other thing about Super Bowls. So like just like any big event, like they're trying to capitalize on it
Yeah.
to the point that like you can't just go into your favorite bar or restaurant. Literally anything you do on the day of that event is ticketed. So like if you're like, oh, I want to go sit at the bar, great, $200.
Well, so our friend Shelby that lives in LA, I'm calling her. I'm like, well, do you have any like spots that you like to go to? She's calling her normal bars that she would go to watch a Browns game or just say, I want to go to a sports bar. Even there, they're like, yeah, well, it's ticketed today. It was $100 to get in. It's just like, all right. We don't know what to do. So Love, the girl, she recognized us. We had been at the pool. She's like, why don't you guys come back at noon? We're good. We're fine.
Mm-hmm.
We get in. I hustle Shelby in. And Betsy had her dream.
Oh,
Super
it was
Bowl.
so lovely, you guys. Literally, we watched Joe Burrow on the TV. This like huge screen. We're next to the pool drinking fancy champagne. Finally got to eat that day. We had
Nachos, French fries,
Yeah.
tater tots,
Cauliflower wings.
cauliflower wings because she doesn't eat meat. Just all of the fixins. Got it all in. I'm getting shots of tequila. We were having a blast. The halftime show,
Amazing.
hands down, the best.
Yeah,
My only complaint is that Eminem should have performed longer. Other than that, it was
amazing.
incredible. We were dancing queens. I got my dancing fix in.
We really, I think all together, LA was exactly what we wanted it to be and more.
Mm-hmm.
And then we land back in Cleveland for All-Star Weekend.
Ooh, and that is that's going to take a whole nother podcast. So
Yes.
we're going to cap this off as part 1 of the new episode of Almost Rich, Almost Famous. Stay tuned for part 2, NBA All-Star in Cleveland. I don't know. We might have dropped that almost at this point.
Cheers.